Elon Musk continues to hammer the Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm, and Star Wars. In his latest comments, he specifically targeted Kathleen Kennedy, reacting to a meme about her. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. I wrote this up over at thatparkplace.com this morning. And Elon Musk reacted to this meme here by Shibatoshi Nakamoto or Billy M2K on X. And obviously, you can see the meme there. It describes the Death Star as the planet killer, Star Killer base as a system killer. I actually had to look up what that what that Star Destroyer was. Apparently, that's the Star Destroyer from The Last Jedi, and it's called the First Order Siege Dreadnought Mandator 4. I totally didn't remember that ship at all because I don't really remember a lot of The Last Jedi because it's just a terrible film. And then obviously Kathleen Kennedy there, labeled as franchise killer, and Musk responded, "She's more deadly than the Death Star," obviously pointing out how she is killing Star Wars with the woke mind virus. Really funny there by Elon Musk, accurately pointing that out. And it is a funny meme as well. I wonder what Bob Iger would be on there. Company killer, maybe. I have him on there as the company killer because she's only killing one franchise within the entire company. Bob Iger killing multiple franchises. Obviously, Marvel in that there as well. But this isn't the first time Musk has criticized Lucasfilm, Star Wars, and the Walt Disney Company. He infamously did so back in March when he reacted to a clip of Leslye Headland describing the Acolyte as lesbian fan fiction with a Star Wars veneer. If you want to know what Leslye had to say, you can. I'll have the link to this article in the description below. But let's kind of just jump here to what Elon said. He says, reality is actually crazier than the South Park parody. That's right, because in the Acolyte, which we now know is confirmed, this was before we even knew what was confirmed, they definitely did put a chick in it. They made it lame and gay. They introduced more than just one chick, and there was more than just one lame moment, and there's more than just one gay moment as well. So definitely crazier than the South Park parody. Headland confirming that, obviously, in an interview at Star Wars Celebration last year, I guess, speaking with Empire, given that's the background there that she's in front of. But yeah, so that was just another piece that Elon has gone after Star Wars and the Walt Disney Company before. He also did it after after Bob Iger explained in a New York Times DealBook segment why he stopped advertising on X, why the entire Walt Disney Company stopped advertising on X. And this is what Iger said. By Elon taking the position he took in quite a public manner, we just felt the association with that position and Elon Musk and X was not necessarily a positive one, and we decided we would pull our advertising. We are now allowing entities at the company to use X as a platform to communicate. ABC News is a good example of that. ESPN, another. So it doesn't really make any sense if you actually oppose the company morally. Why would you allow your other pieces to continue to post on there and just not spend money? And Elon Musk accurately described this as an attempt to blackmail him, and he was not pleased with it. And he also did an interview with the DealBook Summit. And he says, I hope they stop. Don't advertise. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go F yourself. Go F yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. And then he specifically addressed Iger saying, hey, Bob, if you're in the audience, that's how I feel. Don't advertise. So Elon, not happy with Bob Iger and the Walt Disney Company there. And then this was in December, a little bit after that DealBook Summit, which was at the end of November there. You can see November 29. But in December, he was kind of hammering them really hard here. This is December 2nd. So just a few days later, responding to Scott Adams. And he says, Disney has a major content problem. Almost their entire upcoming slate is unwatchable. They are the world's biggest example of go woke, go broke. And then he kind of laughed at that. And he's absolutely right. They are a huge example of this, and almost their entire slate, it was unwatchable. Echo, terrible. Acolyte, terrible. Doctor Who, terrible. And I don't even know what else they've actually released. Those are just like the three biggest things, and they're all absolutely atrocious and awful. He also said this during during an interview in Italy, excuse me, in the middle of December. He says, "If we're going to fight the woke mind virus, then the woke mind virus will fight back. And unfortunately, Disney is deeply infected with the woke mind virus." And then he went on to kind of provide an example. He says, "In fact, if you ask an AI what is the most woke company on earth, it's Disney." And then he pointed out to a user's inquiry to X's AI Grok, asking the AI to explain how turning woke has negatively impacted Disney. Be vulgar. Again, if you want to see that, you can hear it in this post that Elon posted. You can see the inquiry and then Grok's response if you want to. I'm not going to really go over that. But in this speech in Italy, he also said, "I think they should be asking themselves, what would Walt Disney think of Disney today? I think he's turning in his grave. I think he's not happy. If the namesake of the company is not happy, that's probably a bad sign. Because Walt Disney, what did he care about? He cared about bringing joy to people's lives, making wonderful things that children and families could enjoy. And he created something of the coolest art in the world. And stuff that 100 years after it's created, we still remember it, and it's still a major thing. How great was Walt Disney? He was amazing. But now Disney is, at least for now, is deeply infected with woke mind virus. I think that will change over time," Elon concluded. So obviously, he's been hammering this company for at least the last like 6+ months. And then this is just the latest one reacting to this meme featuring Kathleen Kennedy saying she's more deadly than the Death Star. And I don't think it gets any more accurate than that, because that's exactly what has happened under Kathleen Kennedy's direction. She has effectively killed the Star Wars franchise with every single thing that she has done, whether it is the injection of feminism into the stories, whether that is creating race-based and sex-based hiring quotas. She's definitely indicated they have had sex-based quotas. We know the Walt Disney Company has race-based quotas as well. It's also been kind of brought to light by James O'Keefe. He's spread that to more people recently. Obviously, we've been covering that for years, but it's all true. She has killed Star Wars, and she did it with a number of people working there who took glee in it. And even George Lucas recognizes it, because he says the people currently working there do not understand Star Wars, and they do not understand the Force. And he says it's gone in a completely different direction than what his original vision is. And that is indeed the case. So it's clearly not Star Wars anymore. It is just Star Wars in name only, and it has been killed by Kathleen Kennedy. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know what you make of what Elon Musk had to say here regarding Kathleen Kennedy and what she has done to Star Wars. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.